I think he could really take this away from Hong KFC.
Well, we kicked off this whole tournament way back in summer. Who will be making it to the Winter Championship, the World Winter Championships? We'll find out right now. Hong KFC, Jack, all their work comes down to this best of 5. Take it away, Stoic.
That's right. We're locking in that third place finish in this year's Worlds SWC. And we've got those pre-bans already locked in. That Wateryu, that Gianna, Jack locking in that Ciara, Hong KFC locking in the Chungpung and the Connell as well. Some strong, aggressive drafts coming out from Hong KFC already.
Ooh, interesting. He goes for the Lulu and the Haging. I really thought I would see a Mo Long setup here. Jack with the aggro kind of, the super aggressive kind of composition into Hong KFC, but wants to play it safer. Wants to play and really understand what works best for Hong. Hong responding, though, the Diana very, very good and very scary into this draft.
Definitely scary indeed. There's a lot of things that Diana is going to do really well against, and we have seen this Fran coming from Hong KFC. We know how fast this Fran is. Jack looks like he's going to be drafting things that he has brought before. Now, this is a very... This is a draft that he's looking to receive with. He has the Juno, he has that Vertial, and he's ready to take whatever Hong KFC has in store for him, but is it going to be enough?
Yeah, I didn't really like the idea of this Juno Verd that Jack was drafting until Hong slapped down the Fran. Now it seems really strong because Hong's KFC doesn't have a lot of CC control and a lot of chip damage to deal with Jack. I think had that been maybe a Praha or something along those lines, it would have been a little safer, but in this situation, I'm actually leaning Jack on the better chance to win here. I do think, though, that we probably should have seen a Diana ban.
Well, we've got a Yan Hong ban in here. So we're about to find out. We're getting into our first match between Hong KFC and Jack, locking in that third place finish. Let's see who's going to be taking it. Hey, gang's got first turn here, looking for a full team strip here on the team on the side of Hong KFC.
Land a triple glancing, a pretty effective setup here. Shield comes out from Diana. Chongpeng has to go for that skill too. Doesn't get the strip onto Lulu though. Not enough of an effective strip here. We do have a lot of potential for this Juno to cleanse, maybe strip after the Fran moves, but I don't know. Jack could be a little bit afraid here. He's not afraid of the Cardinal at all. Puts the bomb straight down on the Diana.
Yeah, puts that bomb right on Diana, trying to lock that unit down. There's the AoE cleanse coming out from the Lulu, healing up to full. We've got first skill Despair Stuns going out on top of Diana.
Interesting. So Jack goes for the single target control and the bomb. Hong KFC could go for the Purify. Does go for the Purify. Actually wants to land it in there. Skill 2 and Skill 3 not being able to do anything really here. Might Skill 2 into the Juno just for a little bit of attack power reduction. But the triple glance denies him any value.
Nice little revenge coming up from Diana there. We're going to see the first skill Despair Stun going onto that Diana on the side of Hong KFC here.
Denies the Diana's revenge, though. We saw the counter text pop up. Not quite enough value. Hong KFC a little frustrated here. Jack getting a little lucky with that Juno skill 1.
A little bit more poke damage, not wanting to push up the attack bar of that Diana here. Bomb's going to be coming out on top of the Chungpung this time. The shields will stand tall. We get the additional turns coming out with Ciara, of course. Big skill 3 looking to reduce the attack bar on top of everybody. Does a little bit of work there.
A good valued reset, but no reset onto the Juno means Juno will have the strip opportunity. Takes the glancing in for skill 3 here. Decreases the attack bar of Juno, but nothing else for value. Ciara's going to get the turn.
Yeah, there's the sustain going back onto Ciara. We have obviously the bomb going off on top of Chungpung, not stunning him up with the immunity there. First skill, a little bit of damage coming towards Haging right now.
Yeah, rotations of the turns here. Could go for the AoE strip. Could actually go for the AoE strip here. Any Despair Stuns to be extra value. Gets one on the Cardinal. Cardinal Despair Stun. Fran does have the Purify, though. Can go for the Cleanse here. Cardinal doesn't have skills, though. Maybe the skill 2 could be up at this point, but it's not a lot of value.
Yeah, choosing to heal up that Chungpung. Chungpung was looking a little low, though, but we get the additional turn coming up from Ciara. Bomb lands on top of Diana. Detonates this bomb. This could be it for Diana here. Not looking so good for Hong KFC. Dot damage will die, but you know what? Juno says, no, you're going down to me.
You can see the frustration on Hong KFC's face. You can feel it. 3 extra turns from the Ciara. It's pretty frustrating. And then the extra turn also from the Lulu. Couple stuns here from Juno. Things are really going in Jack's favor. Jack is taking this first match away from Hong KFC very convincingly.
Yeah, most definitely. The second that Diana dropped, it was heavily favored in Jack's side of the field. And we're going to see this Fran going down very shortly. Lulu, of course, doing what Lulu does. That's additional turns. That's lots of healing. preparing itself for whatever Carnal has in store.
Yeah, Hunk AFC, I think he's probably going to concede here, knows that there's nothing else he can do in this match. And first round does go to Jack. Jack takes it 1-0 over Honk KFC. Even with the Lulu in his draft, does manage to play that safe control, single target control setup.
That's right. We'll see what happens going into this round 2 with Jack and Honk KFC. We could be seeing a Lulu pre-ban going into this match, but we're about to find out.
Yeah, matches are getting tough at this hour, even for the competitors where the time zone is a little bit better for them. A tournament of this length is very, very hard. It's mentally draining. It's really tough to play, you know, through all of your best of fives and then really have to play for that last best of 5. It's looking like Honk KFC might be running out of steam here. This draft seemed to be getting a little bit sloppier against Jack.
Let's see what these new pre-bans are going to be. The Water Ryu and the Gianna are now available in this round 2 between Honk KFC and Jack.
Oh, there it is. Honk KFC pre-banning the Lulu, just like you said, Stoic. Definitely a good pre-ban opportunity here. Honk KFC does have the Gianna first pick.
Interesting pre-ban on that Okeanos, though. I wasn't expecting to see an Okeanos pre-ban against Honk KFC. Honk KFC is going to be locking down that Gianna. Jack is going to be taking Ciara Hagang this time.
I do like the Ciara Hagang response. It's good. He didn't want Honk KFC to be able to take that. We're most likely going to see Juno in here as well if Honk KFC decides to take this and the Carnal, or just the Chung Pong. We could also see a Diana. That's a pretty good opportunity here.
Yeah, let's see if Jack takes that Juno. He's been really liking the Juno draft in just about all of his drafts here.
Yeah, we've seen Jack with the Juno Triple Revenge Verd as the answer to this this Gianna Chung Pong composition, and I think it's actually going to be pretty effective here. Sierra Juno with the Triple Revenge Verd is pretty effective.
I would love to see some strong water units coming out of Honk KFC if that's what's going to be happening here. Ooh.
There it is. There's the more. Interesting to see the Annabelle on Jack's side. I think he took the Annabelle because he didn't want Honk KFC to take the Annabelle against him. Jack ran out of time, though. He's only got 15 seconds for this last draft. What's it going to be? The Verd might not be enough in this situation. Might want to lead towards a Diana.
Ooh, we're going to be seeing a Leo coming out from Jack. Very interesting to see a Leo coming out.
Something we don't see super often, especially with those oracles in there. They do get the turn rotation, but it does reduce their additional damage by speed. Hopefully he has additional damage by something else in the setup.
Yeah, we'll see. Unless he's trying to bait it out as a ban, because there's a lot of additional damage on the side of Honk KFC as well, with just about all 5 of his units taking advantage of additional damage.
Hagang Leo together is pretty effective, though, because you're guaranteed to take the turn ahead of the enemy should you get stripped, right? The attack bar pushes your whole team. You guarantee to move. Honk KFC opts to ban out the Hagang, though. Thinks he can fight through this. Thinks he can fight through this Leo. So we'll have to see how fast these units are to deal with the Gani and Gianna on the field right now.
Yeah, very interesting draft indeed. Jack taking first turn with this Leo, of course. Honk KFC fully willed up.
Oh, that resist maybe not being the best there, resisting the Sierra, the pushback from the Moor and the strip. So now the Sierra gets stunned by the Gianna, reset from the Gani, extra turn. It's rotating that cooldown already. Things are not looking the
Seal
hottest
magic
here.
into the additional turn. Glancing not being applied to that Annabelle.
Sword of Gluttony. Interesting, not going for the Juno, wants to wait it out. Has enough damage to kill the Juno, I guess, with the Moor and the Gianna skill 1 damage. Extra turn for Carnal. Honk KFC absolutely ripping Jack's team to shreds.
Absolutely. Beautiful additional turn there. Gets provoked. Finishes up the CR there, looking heavily favored on Honk KFC side of the field already. We have that ventilate. He can put it right back onto the Carnal. That's exactly what he's going to be doing here. Now, even if Annabelle's able to get the additional turns, cleanse, that bomb's going to go off.
Jack with the lucky despair stun goes for the AoE, manages to land it on the Carnal, but only really delaying the inevitable here. Another bomb comes up. Annabelle's going to go down to this bomb in her next turn. Leo's not in a great position either.
Annabelle stayed alive, but it doesn't matter there. Gianna's going to be there to finish it off. Bomb sitting on top of the Leo does detonate. Tort is going to be up here, but is the Leo going to get dropped just in time? Additional damage is going to come rolling in, and there you have it. Honk KFC quickly taking him down for that round 2 victory.
Jack slipping up a little bit in the draft there, taking that most likely unwanted Annabelle pick, running out of time and not really quite sure what he wanted to take there. He's, as you can see, he's preparing for the next match. He knows what he wants to pick. But that Leo, a little bit of a panic pick. Don't really like to see it in a setup like this, especially when there's no strips and most likely Hong KFC is on all will. There's the 1-1 trade. So far, a pretty convincing match here, though, for Hong KFC. His draft seems a little bit more consistent into what Jack had. Jack had a little bit of struggle in that first match. Hong KFC does have a lot of damage output with his units. Has the Gianna, has the Water Ryu. It's a little bit scary for Jack. Okeanos with the Gani combo can also do a lot. There's so much additional damage available.
Yeah, most definitely. Pre-bans from that first match as well. We have the Water Ryu getting pre-banned and Gianna getting pre-banned. Jack locking down that Lulu first.
I really want to see it. I really want to see this Molong and Hong combination come out here, but neither of these players are really fighting for it. Hong KFC, great response into that Lulu. I really like the Sierra Oki. It's got good additional damage, good AoE setup, but also the single target strip control.
Yep, Jack taking that Carnal away from Hong KFC here. Looking to draft one more unit, possibly maybe a Hagang Chung Peng.
Hong KFC leaning towards a Hagang afterwards, should Jack not take it. It's very effective against the Carnal and the Lulu, and then the Gani comes in as well. Denies Hong KFC the Gani Oki combination. Very smart choice here for Jack. Plays safe, has the HP lead, but Hong KFC can still take that Gani. It's still very effective in a draft like this.
Yep, most definitely. Hong KFC going with double painters this time. We're going to see the Chung Peng coming out with that Hagang.
I do like the Chung Peng Hagang opportunity here. Has a lot of damage to deal with the Diana, actually. Overall, very good balanced draft from Hong KFC. Jack's playing very defensively on the turn 2 here. Might want a second cleanser.
Yeah, Jack does draft a lot of double sustains. He has that first pick with the Lulu. We might see another healing sustain unit. I don't know about an Annabelle here, but it's going to be a sister. It's going to be Rika coming out.
So he goes a little bit aggressive on that turn 2 setup. It's going to be interesting, though. Hong KFC does have the potential here. Taking a Chiwu would be pretty effective. Could also go for a Belinus, a slower turn 2 unit, ban out that Lulu and play against it.
Ooh, Hong KFC bringing out the Juno, showing he's going to be letting that Rika through. I think definitely a ban on top of the Lulu on Jack's side.
Yeah, banning out the Hagang is really effective. Wants to deny the glancing debuff onto that Carnal. I do like that the Juno's in through here, but the Carnal can deal with the Juno, so he needs to control it early on. Otherwise, it's going to be very, very tough for him.
Well, let's see if it's going to be enough. Can Hong KFC shut it down? Or can Jack get this Rika Gani combination online to get the victory over Hong KFC?
Strip reset, lands it onto Jack. There's the big strip here from Chung Peng. Misses on Diana, but it doesn't really matter. Diana will take the turn regardless.
Yeah, Diana looking for a stun on top of the Chung Peng, not receiving it here. We're going to see Juno possibly go for a first skill Despair stun on either that Diana or Gani. I mean, it looks like it's going to go for the Diana. Bomb's coming out on top of the Diana. There is nothing Jack can do about it. No, there is no bomb coming out this time.
On KFC, visually frustrated there. This reset's going to be a lot of value, even though he has the glancing on the Carnal. Carnal can rotate out of it with a little bit of that skill 2 or skill 1. Glancing debuff gone on the Gani. Gani will have things. Here comes the cooldowns for the Carnal.
Now, Carnal is going to be glanced up here. See what kind of value you can get out of that second skill. Doesn't really get too much value out of that anyways, but huge stuns coming out of the second skill of Rika.
And no value at all, actually. Triple glance there. It's pretty unfortunate for him. Glancing debuff on the Sierra is pretty effective here. Throws the sword rain. Jack's a little bit afraid right now. He needs to be careful, though. Should he put these debuffs up, he's going to have to be able to get him off this Juno immediately, because she's going to heal the team for full.
Well, we've got that third skill, reducing the attack power of all of Jack's units, and Juno's going to be healing up that team to full. Once again, getting another Despair Stun on top of this Diana. Juno doing so much work to this Diana, shutting it down, not letting Diana take a single turn here.
And this is the tournament we've been looking for. This is what we've been waiting to see. Juno, the queen of APAC, managing to land 1 million Despair Stuns, where normally we only see a couple here and there. There's another one. Juno with one more stun into the Diana.
Yeah, locking down that Diana is absolutely insane. Lots of stuns, a lot of potential coming out of Carnal's third skill there. Diana trying to go for a stun here, not receiving anything. Rika going with the first skill, no sleep. Looks like Ciara's going to be holding on due to Juno getting the heal back up.
Hong KFC, even though he missed a bunch of those bombs and the value there from the Sierra, does manage to get an extra turn out of the stun from that Chunk Punk, just enough to take down the Diana here. It's looking pretty 50-50 right now. Jack does have the potential between this Ganny and Carnal to kill out the Juno, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, especially with that Chunk Punk resisting. There it is, big stun and slow on all allies, or all enemies.
Yeah, massive stuns there coming out of the Rika. Beautiful Violent Proc coming at Ganymede, helping him get that second skill back up so he can reventilate back into the Rika or his Carnal.
This is hard though. Jack wants to go for the skill 3, but doesn't do it. Saves it. Here we go. Jack comes in for the skill 3 again. Doesn't want to debuff that Juno, but hits it anyways. Manages to take out the Oki. Here it is. Here's the 2v3 opportunity. It's going to be tough though. Carnal has to do a lot of value here into this Juno.
Carnal really does. The Juno is going to be very, very clutch here to choose to go with the skill 3s. He's just going to skill 1 his way through. Gets the despair stun on top of the Juno.
There's the ventilate into the skill 2. Rotate again. Juno could go down in this rotation. Oh, not enough. She actually managed to resist one. Here comes the pushback. Needs some extra damage. Turn 1's here.
This is going to be enough. He could actually go with the skill 3. Chooses to go with the skill 1. Gets asleep.
And the reset from
There's
Ganny,
the
but the pushback does kill the Juno. Jack takes it away from Hong KFC for match number 3.
There we go. Jack taking Hong KFC in that match number 3. Very exciting matches there.
That was a very close match. That Juno very, very good into the Carnal and the Rika. Denied Rika the opportunity for skill 3 on multiple turns. Only got the first one off there. Had to play it safe afterwards and hold on. But Jack with the Ganymede, the extra turns and getting that ventilate was just enough to take down this Juno. Juno didn't get a despair stun in the last 3 rotations onto that Carnal and just couldn't hold him down.
Had some really good back and forth coming from Jack and Hong KFC. Very exciting. These two really want that 3rd place finish, and they're fighting for it. Ooh, Hong KFC making sure that Lulu's not making its way through, going into match number 4. Jack could actually kick Hong KFC out of here if he wins this next match. Ganymede is going to be the other free band in this match here. Hong KFC is first pick, and it is going to be the Gianna. Jack very quickly locking in that Carnal and that Hay Gang as well. Hong KFC taking his time now, hovering over a Ganny, and he can't do the combination with the Ganny Oki, but he is going to go with the next best thing, and that's Chung Pung.
Chung Pung, interesting. I would have really liked to see the Sierra here, but he does have the Water Ryu opportunity. Jack not having a lot of different things he could pick here. No Lulu opportunity, no Ganny, no Chung Pung to really deny this. We could see the Water Ryu, but it's unlikely. Sierra, Mo Long opportunities available here. What does Jack need to pick? Does he want the committed turn 2, or does he go for a turn 1 contest against Hong KFC?
Juno's coming out once again for Jack. We're gonna see another sustain unit coming at him. No, it's gonna be the Diana here, which I'm not too sure I like this this Diana right now. Hong KFC hovering over a water unit. I'm a little surprised to see them more.
I don't think Jack actually wanted to pick that Diana. I think he ran out of time again, but we'll have to see. Hong KFC does get the stripper and the John. I really like to see John in a situation like this. Very aggressive damage. Doesn't matter about the Hay Gang glancing. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Jack only 15 seconds
gonna be
pick. Last half his time.
John. Very excited to see a John here. And Tetra's going to be coming out here to help stop that 1-turn bomb placement that John has that ability to do.
This is a very good draft on both sides. I think Hong KFC actually has a little bit of an advantage having the Oki, having the Chung Pung specifically for the defense break setup for either the Oki or the Moor. But I do think that Jack has the potential to win out here. I think we're going to see a Tetra ban, and I think we're going to actually see a John ban.
We were almost going to see a Juno ban, but that Tetra really put a damper on things, and John is going to get banned out here. Speed lead for Hong KFC, HP lead for Jack. Here we go. Jack can shut it down right here, locking his position in SWC this year, taking over Hong KFC, but Hong KFC still can come back from this one. Getting full team strip here. Diana getting pushed up, possibly looking to shield.
Might not though. It's a risk into the Gianna. So doesn't go for the shield. Does cleanse it regardless though. So I'm not quite sure if it's actually a bad idea.
Bomb is out. Rain of Stones coming in here. Everybody's gonna get, not everybody's gonna get stunned up from that Rain of Stones. Glancing gets applied, a nice despair stun on top of that Water Ryu.
Oh, there's quite a bit of value here. That skill 3 from the Chung Pong denying a lot of turns. Diana's going to take a lot of damage. Extra turn from Cardinal, but it doesn't matter. He's completely reset. What is he actually going to do in this situation?
It's a nice little provoke sitting on top of Gianna is all he can do. Possible despair stuns coming out from this Juno. He decides to go with an AoE, crossing his fingers, gets that despair stun on top of the Chung Pong. Chung Pong's going to be procking out anyways.
Chung Pong says, no, I want the turn. Transfer debuffs there. Does give the attack bar from Haegang's passive, but it's not enough. These bombs on the Diana are just not enough.
Yeah, provokes landing once again, but the additional turn is coming out from this Cardinal. Cardinal looking to get rid of this Gianna as soon as possible.
Interesting, looking to get that damage out. Needs to kill the Diana. Just enough to tap it away. There it is. She goes down, but Sword Rain's coming up. Jack actually has the opportunity to take this back. He's gonna take a lot of damage from this more skill 2, though. There's the counter stun from Juno.
Massive counter stun from Juno. They're able to swap units here, unit for unit. Things are looking good for either one of these players right now. Provoke does land on top of the Okeanos, looking for more despair stuns coming from Haegang. Juno's going to be dropping that Okeanos. Additional turns are going to be coming out of this Chung Pong.
This is a close match, though. This is a very good setup here for Jack, but it's tough. That Water Ryu has a lot of potential.
Really does. Beautiful despair stuns, though. Juno refuses to quit. Oh, a violent proc coming out of Chung Pong. That skill 3 is going to be dropping here. Not looking good for Jack. He's able to reset his units and push back all the attack bar. AoE's rolling in. It isn't going to be enough. Hong KFC is still pushing away at Jack. It is not over, though. We still have these despair stuns that could happen here. But there you go. There, Hong KFC gets that round 4 victory. We're going into a game 5.
What an incredible showing. Both players extra turns here and there out of stuns, managed to get the cooldowns back, bring it back. There is no clear victor in a match like this. It swings both ways. We see the roller coaster of emotions going on between Jack's cam and Hong KFC's cam. This is an exciting match. Third place is not going easy. Who do you think will make it? This is so neck and neck.
Both players want this victory so bad, and it shows. They're showing all their emotions. Hong KFC wants it. Jack wants it. We're going to see who wants it more as we get into a game 5 between Hong KFC and Jack. Last pre-bans is going to be that Lulu Ganny. They are back into this match.
I see what you did there with the more.
Moore's getting pre-banned.
No, more has been very effective, though. Both Hong KFC and Diligent using it very effectively. Very high damage Swift setups. Even good enough into like most of these units, you know, good enough into the wind units from the additional damage, but it's going to be a stressful last match. And there it is, the Lulu first pick from Jack. Jack wants to play the safety game.
He wants a safety game, and this is where Hong KFC needs to read into this. What did Diligent do? He has to find his inner Diligent to take down this Lulu on the side of Jack.
Hong KFC opting for something completely different. Completely different. He takes a Sierra Haegang. The Haegang deny away from Jack. Very effective because Jack might take a Carnal alongside a Chung Pong here. Hong KFC leaning probably for an Oki after that. This draft is looking a little suspicious here. I think Jack is playing from behind.
Ooh, there's the Ganny being paired up with the Connell. Hong KFC, he needs to change it up. What does he have? He's not really changing it up too much. We've got an Oki and a Chung Pong coming up.
Jack, what do you pick in a draft like this? We know he wants to pick the Juno, but I don't know if it's effective enough. He does have pretty good damage output into these main 4, and they really can't do that much damage to him, but it depends on how many pushbacks we get from this Haegang. Haegang is pretty good into Juno still.
What does Jack have in store for Hong KFC? And it's going to be the Juno. He's sticking to his guns here.
Juno Rika, right?
In the Fire Monkey's coming back.
He's bringing it back. Fire Monkey actually not bad in here. Not bad in here. Does have the max resist. Although most of these units should be max accuracy. That factor won't matter that much.
Expecting to see a water unit coming out of Hong KFC, but I do believe that unit could potentially be banned immediately, whatever this unit is.
Yeah, most likely we'd want to see a water Ryu here, but that's already pre-banned. Annabelle doesn't do too much into the Juno. Oh, but he might pick it anyways.
Yep, Annabelle's coming in here.
It could be enough damage. It could be enough damage. You could drop it into the...
I don't know if that's the water unit I wanted to see, but that's what we're going to get.
I really wanted to see a Chow or Suiki here. I think both of those units are very effective into this. Not a lot
I
of damage.
couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
Could've
But the
been
question is,
either
which
one
would
of
you like to
those.
see more? Would you like to see the Chow or would you like to see the Suiki?
I would have loved to see the Chow, but I think the Suiki would have been better in this situation right now. Here we go, guys. We've got round 5, Honk KFC in Jack. This is it. Winners locking in their role in SWC this year, and we've got Okeanos kicking it off for Honk KFC, looking for a big reset. Spear Devastation coming out on top of the Connell, and it does land true.
Ooh, an effective reset here on the Cardinal, but Ganny does move first, so Ganny will have the opportunity to skill 2 into this.
See if he's going to be cleansing up that defense break. Is he going to go for the 3rd skill? No, he does. Oh, he gets it all. He gets it all, but he's going to get the slows across Jack's team here. Bomb's definitely going to be coming out on top of this Lulu. He wants to lock this unit down so it does not get that immunity up here.
A little risky here taking that AoE right away. I think it might have been safer to just hold the debuffs on everyone first, but here's the extra damage. The slow debuff does give 1 extra turn difference of attack bar.
That does get the stun. Ventilate goes right back onto the Connell, but the additional turn from Lulu haunting everybody's dreams.
And Honk KFC, visibly upset in a situation like this, needs 1 pushback. Oh, but gets the full value, stuns the Annabelle as well. Stun onto the Sierra, extra turn. Here comes the defense break. It's not looking good for Honk KFC.
That's exactly what Jack needed here. He's got the skill 3, looking to get that reset on top of Chung Pung, dumping attack bars. We've got lots of healing coming from this Lulu. Looking so good for Jack right now. Pretty much dropping the CR. CR is going to be gone here. Honk KFC's got that little smirk. He knows it's over. He's applauding
And he's
him.
clapping
already.
there.
Jack is finishing this thing right here. He's going to be locking in his position in 3rd place in this year's SWC.
Congratulations to Jack, making it to 3rd place, making it to the Summoners War World Championship Finals here over Honk KFC in a 3-2 victory.
Yeah, there's the Ventilate right back on. There's just so much immunity there. It's such a safe team, safe draft for Jack here. I love the Fire Monkey King. It was a nice little addition to this draft. I don't think the Annabelle was the correct unit to bring. There's the additional turns. Oh, it's so abundantly over right now. And he's just letting Jack
We'd
have
love to
the
see
hit
it.
today.
Honk KFC clapping there for Jack, and Jack takes it.
And after a long drawn-out battle that started way back in the summer, Jack has achieved his goal of being 3rd place here in the APAC region and qualifying for SWC 2021 World Championship as the 3rd place qualifier for the APAC region. Congratulations to the young man from Korea. Jack gets it done over Honk KFC in a